For anyone watching this on YouTube, I might be messing with my pants a little bit, and if you get a glimpse of my ball sack, I've got no jocks on. So, just a forewarning.
I'm so glad.
Very good. If there isn't a reason to jump on YouTube and have a look, well, now you have one.
Those shorts look like they've come straight out of an op shop.
Yeah, they have. They have Vinnie's in Vic Park. Thank you. And I'll be doing this and tucking them real tight.
Hey, BackChat.
Hey, how's it going? Scotty, I've got something to throw at you. You've got Hammer's got some issues with his shorts. I was going to throw an issue at you straight up. I haven't told you about this.
Perfect.
I've been hanging out with you since on and off since about Thursday, Friday.
Oh,
Not once have you mentioned that I'm wearing new glasses. Not once. I got new glasses, and you haven't even said, "Oh, new glasses."
I didn't notice straight away.
Yeah.
what's different about them?
Different colour.
Are they
Different frame.
Are they still the Mick Moldhouse transition lenses? Or what?
They don't transition. All right, socials.
Are they transition?
No, they're not. I've got
Alex Perry
I've got the clip-ons. I got the clip-ons.
No, he clips on. Have you seen his
Clips on the sunglasses. Anyway, we talked about it.
He has a clip on that he has permanently attached to his t-shirt. So when he goes outside, he clips them on. They become sunnies.
Yeah, sunglasses. Very good.
Have you not seen this? No.
No, they're very good things. All right, socials is...
You're the one who wants to talk about glasses.
You did mention at @BackChat_. Email us hello@backchatpodcast.com.au. Our website, backchatpodcast.com.au. Very good. It's going to get even better very soon.
We're wearing the same hat.
We're wearing the same hat thanks to Whippersnapper hat. Yep. It's good. It's a good hat. One of the corner ones.
If you've got to wear one hat, it's the same. May as well be that one.
Exactly. And Patreon, it's well and truly just popped off because of the tipping competition and people joining in to add to access all of our extra content, early stuff, extra things, little tutorials of our studio. That was a video. Do Q&As. Yes. Very good stuff over there.
Yeah. Tipping competition's gone wild.
Yeah.
I mean, should I say where I am on?
No, we'll get there. I'm going to quickly jot that in.
Okay.
Before we go any further, if you, like I said, watching on YouTube, last week we got lots of comments on the show because I said, if you're watching on YouTube, give us a little comment.
It was good.
And it was bloody good. We got lots of great comments. I want to throw something at you guys straight off the bat to get even more.
If you can see my balls.
Yeah. Firstly, comment if you catch it.
Don't.
You brought to the desk a little earlier that the Rising Star naming rights sponsor for the AFL does not exist. For the first time in 30 years, the AFL Rising Star doesn't have a brand. So recently, we've always been calling it the NAB Rising Star.
Yeah,
that's been going on for about 20 years.
Yeah, 20 years.
20 years. Before that, for 1 year, Ansett.
Do you know what year that was?
1981.
No, 2001. Right? So the Ansett...
Close enough.
Ansett sponsored the Rising Star for 1 year, 2001. Do you know what year Ansett went bankrupt?
Probably 2002.
2001, mate.
Oh, boy.
September 14, Ansett goes under. September 27th, Rising Star gets awarded.
Disappointing.
They go hand in hand. And before that was the Norwich Rising Star.
Yeah,
for all
Norwich
those
Insurance.
money, right?
Norwich Insurance Rising Star.
So we thought, given that the Rising Star does not have a current sponsor, there's probably some brands out there that will want to snap this up because it's a very good opportunity to get aligned with such a great award. Yes. We thought maybe it'd be up to us to decide the best brand to align with.
Well, we want to hear from you. You put in the comments what you think the best brand is. We're going to give you a couple, I think. Have you bring some to the table, boys?
You go first, Scully, because Hammer's got to bring us home with a good one. I feel confident in his ability there.
Okay. Well, I think BackChat Rising Star would sound great.
Yeah.
I will start with that.
That's a given.
That'd be great.
So the BackChat Rising Star, only awarded to Backman. You can't win it. So Sheasel.
Yeah, Harry Sheasel.
Look, I've got a couple, and I think we'll all have this.
Okay.
I mean, I think it would be appropriate this year at least to be sponsored by Cheezels.
Yes,
Right.
that's a good one.
Sense, the Cheezels Rising Star.
I was going to be, I know it's a bit of a laugh and everyone's sort of done that. I was thinking SpaceX. I was trying to think Rising Star.
Very,
Space.
That's good.
SpaceX Rising Star. And I'm sure Elon will have a bit of money lying around. Come and drop it on the...
he just dropped 44 bill on Twitter, so I'm sure it's a bit extra.
SpaceX is
SpaceX.
Love it. Twitter would be good.
SpaceX Rising Star, I like it.
Yep. I've got a couple of options. First one is the commercial one that makes sense, Caltex. The Caltex Rising Star, because their whole logo and brand is around a star. I think that would be pretty good.
That'd be great.
Is that, you've pulled that out of the family business? Is that what you've done?
Nah, we were a Gull family.
Oh, so you know, Dino doesn't run a Caltex?
No, so Dino works at a BP, and before that we owned a Gull petrol station. I don't know if Gulls are around anymore.
Never heard of it.
They certainly are.
Yeah, they're around.
One out near the airport.
Okay, cool. So that was the great.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
If you want to talk about locations of petrol stations, you've come to the right place.
Podcast.
For a bit more of a clever one, maybe it's not clever.
Clever.
Bombay Sapphire. Ruben Ginby, because he's going to win it. It's a gin.
Yeah,
It's a gin award.
Wow.
Yeah, Bombay Sapphire.
I see what you've done there.
Yeah, so that's because he's going to win it, and he'll probably be the best rising star of all time. They'll think, let's just rename the award for him. You like
Hammer? You got
Hammer?
these two.
So you guys have gone down one path. I
know exactly where you're going. I know where you're going.
I thought this was a match made in heaven.
I already know.
The Pilot Rising Star. Now, a Pilot is an online company that works with erectile dysfunction. And so I was just thinking, obviously, the Rising Star, if you can mix the two of them together, that's perfect. Otherwise, the Durex Rising Star, a very well-known condom brand.
Yep.
All around rising stars. Yep.
So obviously we've got a heap of bad ideas. So let us know.
Please help us out.
Help us out on YouTube. Let us know.
What a segment.
What should the new Rising Star Award be named?
What's on the line?
The With It Rising
What was
Star.
that?
What's on the line? Can we give the people something?
We'll give them some free merch.
Great. Love it.
Is that good?
We can sell some merch.
We're going to sell some merch. We've got some new merch coming out.
Best thing gets merch.
Yep.
Easy.
Done. All right, Fat Chat.
12-pack of Durex.
All right, we can throw that in. I'm not buying it from the...
Buy it from Caltex.
Yeah, go buy it from the Caltex.
I don't want to be that
buy
guy.
some lollies or something on the side because it's awkward just getting condoms, isn't it? Yeah. Hey, mate, I'll get these and some shapes. The barbecue ones.
The coconut water.
Yeah, they go. Oh, the H2O melon water. H2O.
I was at the Wanneroo Markets this weekend and I saw a box of H2O melon water for $5.
Is that overs or unders?
Way unders.
Oh, heaps. No, that's
How much they usually cost?
I think they were all expired because no one was buying them.
Makes an awful lot of sense.
You would be drinking it if you were interested in Fat Chat because that's a good place to go. If you want to drop some weight, lose some extra kilos and battle out with the rest of us.
I'm going to start here.
Yeah.
Go for it, mate.
I want to take the thing.
Take the
Just
cake.
take the reins.
I
Go
had
for
a
it.
big night last night and I'm a little bit tired. I want to take the stage.
Go for it.
I need a safe space to speak about my weight loss.
Let's go.
It's not fucking going very well.
I also need the same space, so I'm going to enter that. I'm going to enter that space with you.
Honestly,
Safe room.
honestly,
Safe couch.
I've got. I don't know if we went too long for the weight loss, or but my mind is wavering, as you can hear. I'm struggling to transmit my thoughts into action and my voice.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, transmit.
Come on, here we go.
I can't stop eating. I can't stop drinking. I'm fat as fuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
I weigh myself. I'm 100.
Okay,
I'm 100.
you started at 107.8.
I'm 106.9.
Christ
I
almighty.
lost
So you've lost
90
weight.
grams. 900 grams. Like, if I gave you something that was 900 grams, you like, what's this? This is...
That's 750 mils, so plus a glass, probably.
There you go. That's how much I've lost. It's quite a bit, actually.
Yeah, that feels heavy.
Yeah, it's a lot less than 12 kilos I said I'd lose.
Very good, this one.
Have
The
to chop
crazy
a
uncle.
leg off at the end of it.
Yeah. So, look, I just wanted to say...
Yep. It's going to be tough from here.
It's going to be tough.
It's a fucking big mountain to climb.
But I just wanted to... all I wanted to say was I'm really struggling.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fair enough.
It's fucking
Okay.
hard.
I
I
will,
can't be stuffed exercising. I've got no interest in doing it.
Yep.
And, that's it.
I'm considering I'm also
thank
in
you.
this safe space with you. I would like to air some of my grievances and some of the things that I'm going through personally. During the week, Monday to Friday, fine. I feel like I'm really good. I've got my diet down to
Training.
I'm training. I'm
Salads?
eating pretty well. No, I'm just more on the meat sort of. The meat and veg. I hate salads. Anyway, like I feel like Monday to Friday's fine, but every Saturday and every Sunday there just seems to be just a fantastic opportunity to drink as much piss as I can, which then comes with how much food you want to eat, and it just goes out the window.
It
So
goes in the bin.
It goes in the bin. We're talking pizzas, we're talking donuts, we're talking chocolate, we're talking ice cream, we're talking burgers, we're talking any single thing that tastes good that can go into my stomach. And I should be drinking vodka sodas when I'm out, but vodka lemonade tastes way better, so I'm drinking them.
Yes, it
and it's
does.
just not good.
Anyone who says just drink vodka sodas,
Just drink
like,
vodka
that's
sodas.
fine.
Well, that
It
tastes like shit.
shit.
Why would I drink? I'm drinking to enjoy myself and to have a good time, and there's no better way to do that than drinking things that are yummy.
I don't know if it's productive to do this, but at least we're just being honest.
Yeah, we're being very honest, and I weighed in last week at 96.1. I started at 98, and this morning I was 96.8, so I went up 700 grams. I only lost 1.2 kilos in 8 weeks. I need to lose 7 kilos in 2 weeks, and it's going to be tough.
It's been done, and I believe in you.
I do also believe in myself. And funny that, no more reasons to drink piss. I'm off it. I'm Alan Moffat from now until that date.
Very good.
Easier said than done, sitting on the couch on a Monday night.
How are you going, Dan?
Look, I started really strong. I was like, I'm well and truly on the way. This is easy.
If we could pull quotes up, there was some sort of quote like, I could lose 30 kilos.
No, I don't think I ever committed that.
I could go back to how I was when I was 11.
Yesterday I cooked. It was Sunday,
minus the pubes.
I was okay. If you want to go there, I cooked 2 pizzas for dinner for me and my wife and the 2 kids. Right, easy Sunday night dinner, a couple of pizzas. Of
course, mate.
I cooked the 2 pizzas. I ate almost one by myself.
Yeah, that's fine.
Because Beck was out with one of our kids, and then she came home. She's like, "Oh, I don't want pizza. I'm going to go get something else."
Oh, that's a bit harsh, by the way.
I know, it's fine. So I ate the one pizza, and then I had to put the pizza in the fridge. And at about midnight, I was watching the F1, and
that started at 1 o'clock.
Started at 1, so I had an hour to kill, and I was like, "I'll have some more pizza." So I ate 1 and a bit pizzas last night.
How big are we talking circumference-wise? Maybe diameter, actually, probably a better reference point.
30 centimetres.
Yeah, we're talking a big 12. 12-inch diameter. That's a big pizza.
Yeah, so look, I'm not going well. I did gain weight from last week.
What a shocking week on BackChat. Yeah. Sorry, Fat Chat.
So
all the boys in a pit of despair.
I was 74 last week, and I'm 75 and a half this week.
Oh, Jesus. A combined total of about a 4 kilo weight gain.
Can I ask perhaps a question that has been weighing on my mind? We're speaking about the hosts of this program. Hamish Brayshaw, Will Schofield, Dan Const, the 3 of us, the hosts of BackChat. Is there some sort of audio that we could play off the back of maybe that summary that I've just given you, Damon?
First thing we always ask every athlete, so we have the BackChat podcast as well that I host, and the first question we ask every athlete.
Right, so that was
from the BackChat basketball show.
So last
week, I didn't say I am the host. I said that
I am.
That I host.
Last week we had some feedback from one of our great listeners who suggested that you may have claimed to be the host of BackChat Podcast.
Yes.
Do you have something over there for me, Damon? I just want to do it again. That would be great.
First thing we always ask every athlete, so we have the BackChat podcast as well that I host, and the first question we ask every athlete.
With Hamish and Will.
Yeah, with Hamish and Will.
So
we threw that one up. So
Anthony Drimmich does not care about the other 2 people that are involved.
We DRS'd it.
You
challenged it.
I DRS'd it.
You challenged it.
Yep.
You threw it upstairs.
Yep.
And we had
the audio came in from the listener.
The audio came in from the listener. Yep. We had some rules as to whether or not it was what umpire's call. So umpire's call was you're out.
Yes.
You had to prove unequivocally that you didn't say that.
Yes.
And it only needed to be I host it with, or I'm sort of the host. Host
one
had to be
one
mentioned.
One of the.
Yep. Anyway, it had to be a line ball that you'd done it.
On the line
done there, that's black and white. You'd signed, sealed, and delivered that.
Yep, absolutely.
Yep.
So
I mean, there was no lie involved.
So the deal was, if you were right, I don't know what we had to do. I didn't really care.
Nothing. There's nothing on the line for you guys. Right, well, cowards play.
If you were the one challenging the umpire decision. We were the umpires. You were the player, and you lost. Yep. Challenge accepted. Get your ash vest on.
Well, I'm already wearing it. I'm losing.
It's hot.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
give us a look. Take it off. You got your BackChat t-shirt on. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you are watching on YouTube, you are witnessing a grown man wearing a child's rash vest. I went upstairs. I got a nice assortment of rash vests for my children. Still had the tags on it, didn't it, Damo? And Charlie, that's all the tags. Dan is now in a youth
can't even move
rash vest, and you'll be doing the remainder of the show in said rash vest.
An extra large youth, probably size 20 or something.
Well,
doesn't even have the.
I'm sorry for telling the truth on the show, but yeah, I'm happy to stick by my word, and I will. I'll wear this rashie. It's very comfortable, and I look huge in it. By the way, I look absolutely.
You can see the whole kilo that you've put on this week.
Oh yeah, big time. All right, let's talk about some stuff that's happened over the week and things that we are going to be doing in the coming weeks. 1, Hammer is going to be bowling absolute.
Oh, God, yeah.
Darts down to some under-11s at the Callum under-11s Cricket Club.
I feel like they're under-14s this year. Under-11s were last year. The under-14s have jumped on board, I reckon.
Net
right, great.
24
Net 24 fundraiser, absolutely. So Saturday night at 2 a.m.
Sunday morning.
Yep. Saturday night, Sunday morning, 2 a.m. Hamish Brayshaw is going to be in the nets with a bunch of 11-year-olds.
Bunch of 11 to 12 to 13-year-olds.
Yep.
I don't care how old you are. I'm going to get you out. So it'll be it'll be an hour of power of me in the nets, and I'll be mixing it up. Anything from off breaks to leg spinners to absolute thunderbolts, bounces, whatever it is. I'll be probably getting in there for a bat at some point as well, I would have thought, and hitting him out of the net. But
where are you coming from at that time?
I'll be waking up. I'll be setting my alarm nice and early, and this is a great excuse to not go out and get pissed again.
Yes,
just for something different. So I'll be asleep, I'll be primed, I'll be ready to go, and I'll be up and at 'em.
So we're sending you down to the nets to get around the boys. If you do want to follow that, you can follow us on socials and
we'll
find a little
put
link to get around the boys down at Kalamunda. Bloody great stuff happening.
Oh, absolutely.
You can actually just look up on Instagram Net24 fundraiser.
Yeah, you can.
That easy, and
Get around them.
it's all there.
I think they're trying to raise 30 grand this year,
Get around them, please.
and they'll get it done.
Bloody love that. All right, let's talk some AFL. It's absolutely back. On
we
Thursday,
should talk about that. Given it's round one, we should actually.
yeah,
talk about that.
Thursday
Yeah,
I
we
was
probably
so
should.
excited. I felt like it was Christmas. Went to the pub, the Kingsley Tavern. Actually went to the Woodvale Tavern, and watched some AFL. It was that good. But some things happened for some players, some suspensions that we need to sort of talk about because there's some interesting aspects to this. Let's go through them. Pickett got 2 weeks. Franklin got 1 week.
Yep.
Shane McAdams got 3+ maybe because he's gone to the tribunal for his hit on Jacob Weir. And TB got a citation with a fine.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, there's a lot of talk around the suspension, whether it was enough, whether they need more, and talk about safety and all that ish. Wanted to talk about what happens when you're cited and the process of a player, sort of the following days of how you feel about it. So,
Okay, have you ever been reported?
No, God, no.
Have you never been reported?
Never been reported in my
At
life.
any level?
No. I've been cited for being in a melee, but that was pretty
ever
much
been
it.
on the receiving end of a report?
No.
Wow.
No, never been involved. Or
You've never been involved in an incident relating to the tribunal?
Never.
Good boy.
Really?
No. I've been related to one.
To a tribunal?
Yeah, related to one. Got belted in the face,
Oh, yeah.
but never
Brother.
been actually.
Right.
Never been.
I mean, you can't
involved
live on
in-
your brother's coattails forever. So
I certainly can. I can try my best.
I would be.
I'm just shocked that at no level of football you've been involved in.
No, never.
What,
Did you see?
I reported a kid as an umpire, actually.
No, that's not.
Oh, you
That's
would.
being involved. Oh, he punched a kid in the face in front of me. Just round. And he was under 10.
Striking?
Yeah, just belted this kid in the
Struck him.
face. Struck him in the face. Anyway, so I reported him.
Have you got? Is there any way to look up over there Charlie Meyer record at the tribunal, perhaps? Because I am the dead set opposite of what you're
I
talking
feel like
about.
you've been there a while.
Oh, I have been there a
few
little while.
times.
Yeah, I mean,
What, are you in 4 or 5 areas or more?
I've been done for tripping 3 times.
Perfect.
I've headbutted somebody. I've been done for striking multiple times. Been done for wrestling and that sort of jazz. Do you think is it an indicator of your fairness? Do you think you're a fair player?
I feel like I am a fair player, but I feel like I don't get. I feel like you get angrier than me.
But to be reported, you don't have to be angry. Like you could put your hip through someone's head accidentally.
Bad
but I
timing.
can't jump up that high.
No, but you hit packs contests hard. You're throwing your big
I know.
barge ass into packs.
Yep, I am.
I'm very surprised you've never even just unintentionally.
Someone's
had a $1,000
ducked and you've
fine.
hit him in the head.
Man, no, I haven't. You've also got how many? 7 or 8 years on me.
Yeah, I reckon
Even
a lot of these
still.
were filtered throughout my career. Look, I just found it interesting. So I was with Tom Barras at the wedding yesterday I was at, and he was standing next to me having a chat. We're talking about a few things happening in his life, and he looked down at his phone and he's going, "Oh shit, yes." So what's going on? He said, "Oh, there's someone from the footy club that has let me know that I just received a fine." I was like, "Oh, that doesn't sound like good news." He said, "No, I thought I was potentially up for weeks, given what happened on the weekend." So he got done for striking, but it was medium to the body, maybe intentional, I'm not sure, and he got fined $2,000. But what actually happens when there's a tribunal and when you get charged, if it's the MRP, which is doing it now, where they review the games afterwards, if it's not a game day report, right, if it's like after the fact, they look at it, the club finds out, then you find out via text, and you either get a fine or you get suspended, and then you get the choice to either accept it or you can challenge it. So I've done all realms. I've been fined.
Question?
I've accepted. I've challenged.
Does the club go, mate, you should challenge this? Or they say, don't bother challenging this?
Yes, all of that. So there's legal representation. So basically you get the text and it'll be a fine. You can challenge the fines too. So I've challenged fines and got off before. So usually that process is speak to the club, and if the club's like, don't know, then they give the lawyers a call. and then you go through the vision and you get all the vision possible and you look at every angle, and then they sort of ask you questions and do a little mock tribunal. And they
practice.
Yeah. So this is back to do with the Clayton Oliver one with the feathering. Like we genuinely spent 3 hours coming up with a word, brainstorming a word that wasn't lightly, that wasn't glanced, that wasn't touched. It was feathered, right? And that was in this proceeding. So I just thought with all the tribunal stuff here, like Lance Franklin, I thought might have challenged.
Yeah, he's usually a big challenger, isn't he?
Yeah, and he got his foot on the ball as he hit him. But the other
on your boy Sam Collins,
the other couple from McAdams and
Pickett,
because I Pickett, they were big hits by
huge hits. Cozzy's was, yeah,
launched.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Oh, mate,
what could you possibly be trying to do there?
I don't. It's such a stupid old school view, but I look at them and I don't think they're that bad. But I'm very happy to say that I know that that's the wrong thing, and I can go.
Yeah, of course.
Like right now, you got class action about concussion that is going to be successful. By the way, that's what I'm hearing. So there's going to be 60 people involved in that, and then the other that are getting paid out by the AFL because of reckless actions that happen on the footy field. I don't reckon you need to be jumping off your feet, decking blokes. They were genuine deckings.
I wouldn't have thought so. It was just a flying shoulder from Cozzy, wasn't it?
Have you seen
McAdams one was?
Have you seen that one?
Yeah, I watched it today.
So
you saw the spit come flying out of the guy's face.
So I would argue again, not the right thing, not vindicating. No, I mean not. The brain into my mouth, not working well. I'm not promoting it, but I don't reckon he hit him in the head. He hit him that hard that his head whipped forward. Because when he was getting up, I don't know if anyone else noticed this, but he had some words to say to the kid on the ground.
Right.
I think he would have been saying, a bit of lip reading from someone who's probably been there in the past, I didn't get you in the head. I think he was sort of saying, you're milking it a bit.
Right.
And the kid was shaking his head like, no, you absolutely not.
There's no wind left in his body.
Anyway, that's what happens at tribunal time.
Yeah, very good. Gary Rowan.
Did you find my tribunal? Couldn't find it.
That many to go through. He needs to troll through court documents to find it all.
I'm going to Google it.
Something that happened on the weekend that was sort of positive.
Hang on a minute. Are you using Firefox? What the hell?
Yeah, absolutely.
You use Firefox and that is outrageous.
What do you mean?
What the fuck?
Yeah, come on,
Firefox?
What do you use? If you say Safari, go and spew up all over yourself.
Safari.
It's the one that's on your phone.
Yeah, mate. Safari.
It's linked to messages and all that ish.
Yeah, but you had to download Firefox now.
What internet browser do you use
on your phone?
Safari.
Well, of course you use Safari because it's on your phone. Why did you download Firefox?
Chrome. Yeah, you would do.
Why you've downloaded Firefox?
Because it's the best browser.
It's like saying Bing's the best search engine.
Yeah, it's true.
No, it's fucking not.
Bing.
It's not. Are you kidding me?
You remember what are some of the other search? Anyway,
I use Brave on my computer, and that's good. That's actually good.
You're an idiot. I take that back. Firefox is you're an idiot.
Brave. I know this about you.
The people that are going to come on the woodwork now go, Brave, I back you in. Yeah. I want to talk about Gary Rowan. Is that all right? If we just...
that's a brave thing to talk about. You fucking idiot.
Okay.
Brave. Dan Const
is brave.
Trust me, the people that know. Gary Rowan on the weekend maybe broke the record of the fastest ever moving thing on a football field ever.
Mate,
he clocked 37.8 kilometres an hour on Friday night against Collingwood. Apparently, so I saw this on Reddit.
When?
On Friday night, Collingwood. Apparently, that's 0.5 of a K an hour faster than Usain Bolt did on average in his 100-metre sprint in his world record beating.
So Gary Rowan's quick ass.
So obviously, this was through the Telstra tracker, which uses their GPS, what's it called? The thing in...
GPS.
Yeah.
Isn't there a special name for the thing you put in the back of your...
GPS.
GPS
tracker,
great, love that.
So the Telstra GPS tracker is tracking the GPS in the back.
Yeah, you continue.
These aren't accurate. Surely Gary Rowan wasn't running at
faster than
37.8.
No, so I don't think Gary was. It also clocked, it had Jake Waterman as the quickest player ever for a long time there.
Did it?
Yeah, so Jake Waterman, it said, ran 36.0 kilometres an hour.
That's quick.
Which is fucking lightning.
What do you reckon's on the official GPS that we have at the club, what's the fastest you've ever done?
Oh, mate, I reckon I've clocked 30 once.
30.
Like 30.1.
30's not bad.
No, it's not very good.
Yeah, but it's not very quick.
not-
I finished a whole game of waffle with a top speed of 22.5 k's an hour.
That's
conserving your energy.
It's so
Exactly.
slow.
Clever.
That's so slow.
That's terrible.
That's Pat Mahomes' territory.
I was quick. Because different positions have so midfielders, grinding midfielders like Hammer don't have a lot of high end. Right?
Have
grinding.
no high end.
So they don't have high end speed. Matty Prudis didn't have high end speed, but he just run all day, right?
Pretty much the same.
Key position, key position guys, key forwards and key backs, real high
Burst.
speed, high effort. But so I used to have high ratings. The quickest I ever did was 34.3.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Who was the quickest? I reckon Nick Nat has got the quickest at the club.
Nick chased someone down and
Galloped.
ate them.
And he ate them. One last thing before we get to our Backman Award and how that's progressing for this season so far.
Well, it hasn't started. So
It hasn't started. We're about to launch it. I sort of didn't really want to know how to bring this up.
I'll
but
bring it up.
yeah.
Dan,
Kendall Jenner.
No.
Let's just talk Kendall Jenner.
Dan's got a weird sense of humour, Hamish. So,
Yep.
I mean, he's weird, right? Full stop. So last week, 2 weeks ago, he did the blowing up of Darcy Moore's.
Yeah, that was
photo.
funny.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, well, people thought it was real.
Yeah,
Right.
yep.
Well, Dan's done it again. So this morning he comes in and he's chuckling. He's genuinely chuckling. to himself.
Chortling
Exactly
to
like that.
himself.
That
Yeah.
noise.
Little cackle.
But he's over by himself. What are you doing? He goes, I'm just making this post about Ruben Jinby. It's fucking hilarious.
Yep.
I look over his phone. He's got Photoshop up, right? And he's clipping out some person and he's clipping in Ruben Jinby next to Kendall Jenner. And it's got this quote. And it's like, Dan Const, recently, in a recent...
It says, I'll just read out. Kendall Jenner has revealed in a recent interview that Ruben Jinby is her favourite player in the AFL right now. And then this is the quote. He's a powerful midfielder, quick, can defend. He's the future.
Can you let me know how many views that has?
100,000.
It's just gone viral and people think it's real. I'm not joking.
I've got people going, this is a PR stunt by her. She doesn't watch football.
100,000.
100,000 views. I've gained that many followers from people, I don't know why, thinking I'm going to follow this guy because he's got an in with Kendall Jenner talking about Ruben Jinby.
Can I see it?
Wait, I'll try to pull it up.
This is, so it's just this picture of Kendall looking like she's on a podcast
Here we go. Yeah,
and a training photo of Ruben.
yeah
So-
there it is there.
I
Kendall Jenner has revealed in a recent interview that Ruben Jinby is her favourite player in the AFL.
Just 100,000 views on it too. So people are
Only 644 likes.
People are-
Not a great ratio there, but
people
that's
are,
Twitter.
People are having genuine blues in the comments below about why she would be saying that and why she doesn't know who Ruben Jinby is. There's not many people saying, this is fake, right?
Someone said, "Hey, Will, do you think Ruben would be copying it from all the boys for this?"
I reckon the opposite. Let's just say this did happen. If Kendall Jenner's calling you
my
out in an interview,
God.
I reckon Ruben becomes the king.
yeah, no, he already is.
He already is.
Sorry. It steps up on top of his throne that he already sits in.
Oh my God, that's actually fucking
So
hilarious.
people just need to
How's
stop
the rash
believing
fest going?
things.
How's the rash fest going?
It's so hot, and I'm losing.
Are you chafing a little bit?
Circulation in my forearms is going because it's so tight around the biceps. I mean, that's not a fault to the rash vest. That's me, but
Yeah.
that's what happens when you're
Yes.
wearing a rashie. Usually don't wear it for this long. All right, let's talk about the BackChat Backman Award.
Right, so we've been doing this for a couple of years now, not the Backman Award, we've been doing BackChat. And I wanted to make a focus on the most important people in the game, and that's Backman.
Yep. No
And the
question.
umpires, they do a very good job.
No, I wanted Backman, and so that's why we did the backline previews to start
Yep.
the year. We wanted to talk about why they would win the premiership for your club. Turns out I actually know nothing about football. Every one of my predictions, I got one in the tipping. We'll touch on that later. I predicted Geelong to go back-to-back. They lost. Fremantle will be top two. They lost. West Coast to be in finals. They look shit house. Essendon to be shit house. They look good. GWS to win the spoon. They look pretty good. What else have I said? I've said so many stupid things. Sydney to drop out of the 8. They look like the
Yeah,
Premiers.
they were great.
Brisbane are going to be awesome. They were shit house. I have been god-awful. But
you've
one
been
thing I
nowhere.
can hang my hat on is I love Backman. And
Yeah,
they are
that is-
important. And they are
Yeah,
important.
they
to
are
teams.
mighty important.
So we've done the previews. You know who's playing for your teams. We've now decided to run our own award. Now, there's some that run around the league. You might have heard of it, the Brownlow Medal. There's that was for midfielders.
Is
There's
it
another
the
one.
Coleman something? I don't know.
Coleman
I've heard that
for
name floating
forwards.
around a bit,
There's
yeah.
nothing for Backman
There used to be nothing.
until now.
Oh God, yeah.
The BackChat Backman Award, where we give you no criteria whatsoever.
Yep.
None. And we tell you the best backman for the week. 3, 2, 1 votes.
Do you know why? Because it's our award and we can do what we want.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
now,
shit,
Charlie did come up with a good idea here. We
Yes.
actually do have a criteria, but it's a secret one.
It's a secret.
If you can figure it out, comment in the YouTube comments if you like, or tell us wherever you like. Maybe sign up to Patreon and tell us.
Yeah.
We will give you some free merch. Kings is a big game.
Yep. And a 12-pack of Durex.
If you can tell us our criteria.
Yeah.
I know it?
How we're coming up with
No,
these
you
names.
don't know it either.
You don't
Awesome.
know.
So
And
you're
we're
going to
not
help
gonna
us.
tell you.
You're going to help us present the 3, 2, 1 though.
Yes.
Okay.
So
Do I get to give?
We can give we can give the 3 and the 2, but
Yep.
you've got to decide who between
Who's
the
the
3
one?
and the 2.
Okay.
No,
sure.
you got to decide who gets the 3 and who gets the 2.
sure. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yes.
So give him the 3 and the 2.
Okay. So our 3 areas.
So hang on, we go on reverse. So
do you mean
3
3
gets
areas?
the most.
Sorry.
What does areas mean?
Like, the people who are in the 3 votes areas, who are in the conversation.
Who are the 3 and the 2?
All right. Well, this is already up to a shambles.
Who are the 3 and the
What
2?
are we going?
Well, we've got 2 equal 3. That's what I'm saying. Is Hammer gonna? Is
I'm fucking very aware of this, and Hamish is going to give one of them 3 votes and
Okay.
one of them 2 votes. As you can hear, ladies and gentlemen, this is a very, very well manufactured,
Yes.
well thought out.
So who we go on 1 vote first?
Dan is going to give you 2 names
Yes.
that I'm fucking still waiting for.
and they're going to be the 3 vote getters.
Oh my god.
No, mate. How are you not getting this? If
The
anyone's
3
listening,
votes, not the 3 vote getters. The people who are getting 3 votes.
you still don't get it, right? For people who are listening,
All right,
right.
let's go. Let's
Stop.
hear you explain it.
Stop.
Go on.
You're going to give 2 names.
Mm-hmm.
One of them's getting 3 votes.
Yes.
One of them's getting 2 votes.
Yes.
So you're going to read those names out. Hamish is going to decide who gets 3 votes, who gets 2 votes.
Yes, that's exactly how I was saying. Radigalia and Jack
I'm
Buckley.
getting eyes from over there. I'm getting big eyes from over there. Do you understand?
Yes. So these are the 2 people in contention for 3 votes. See, there's lots of numbers. You guys get confused by numbers. I know you can't do maths. There's 2 people who are in contention for 3 votes.
Yeah.
Radigalia
Thank you. That's it.
and Jack Buckley.
Yeah. Well, Jack Buckley gets you 3 votes.
Talk to me about Jack Buckley.
He's my best friend. Easier said than done. He's my best mate. I went to school with him growing up. Our dads are good friends. He's my best mate, so he gets 3 votes. No question about it.
Absolutely.
That's fine. That's the criteria.
600 and something days since he played his last game.
Yeah,
Did an
635.
ACL.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give you a little story here. My old man, Joel Crocker, does that name ring a bell? He was on North Melbourne's list for
Melbourne.
a couple of years. His old man used to be assistant coach. He's now the coach of the AFLW team.
Right.
He was at school, year 12, was aspiring to get drafted. Wasn't great at school, like not a studious human. Anyway, my old man was like his mentor in year 12, and it was all meant to just check in on him, make sure he was doing his studies and the rest of it.
Yes.
And at the start of the year, Dad had a sit down with him and was like, Croc, what are you thinking to get on your ATAR, which is your MBA score,
VCE,
VCE,
HSC.
ATAR.
TRT.
T, all the rest of it. What do you want to
mate.
get, Croc? He goes, I reckon I can get about a 75.
It's pretty good.
Decent.
I reckon I can get about a 75. Dad said, right, I'm done. Instantly started backtracking. Oh, actually, maybe like a 65. No, 75's the number. That's what you said. Bang. Monthly check-ins. How you going? Keeping up to date. Croc, yep, I think I'm doing really well. I'm keeping up here and here and here. Exam results come out. They come out early morning. Dad's been on him all year, making sure he's up to scratch with his stuff. And obviously, Croc's been bullshitting and towing my old man along. You get the text on Monday morning or whatever it is. Dad just thinks, I'm going to sit back and wait for the text. I'm going to wait for Croc to reach out to me and say, Sticks, thanks for all your help, mate. I got a 76. I got a 70.
I did it.
Did it, mate. Thanks for all your help. Midday, no text. 2 o'clock, no text. 4 o'clock, no text. Gets to 5 p.m. The results have been out for well over 12 hours.
Yes.
Dad texts Croc, what was the number? Croc, 46, full stop.
46.
Dad's reply, shithouse, full stop, not fatal, full stop. So shithouse, not fatal was the tagline for our little group of mates. Anyway, when
Sorry, who was Croc in all this?
Joel Crocker.
Yes, but what's he got to do with anybody?
So he's also friends with Jack Buckley.
Great,
This is where we're getting to, coming full circle. So Croc, 46, shithouse, not fatal.
Shithouse, not fatal.
Anyway, Jack Buckley did his ACL.
Shithouse, not fatal.
Shithouse, not fatal. Did his ACL a while ago. And about a month afterwards, had an interview that got put on GWS's website, talking about what's your rehab like, all the rest of it, how are you going. And he said, look, it was a struggle early. I was playing some pretty good football, and now I had a bit of a setback here. But a quote from one of my good mates' dad has really got me through the last month, and it's what I'm going to be using going forward. And it's, I just look at my situation as shithouse, not fatal. Got through it.
Very good.
So
Did they air that?
They aired that.
Great.
I text him today because he played on the weekend, and he goes, I sent him a video of that, and I said, shithouse, not fatal, with a love heart, and he goes, that's what's got me through the last 12 months. So for that reason, Jack Buckley gets you 3 votes. Sorry, Asava.
I feel like we've got some more merch maybe knocking on the door.
Yeah, knocking on the door. Shithouse, not
that's
fatal.
Good. Thanks yourself.
Not too bad, mate, itself. Yeah, so shithouse, not fatal.
Jack Buckley gets the 3 votes.
Yep.
Shithouse, not fatal. Asava.
He's
gone back and he's done some
hasn't he?
things
What?
back
He gets
there.
his 2 votes.
Throwing his body around. Very good. So 2 votes to you.
Yeah, there's a few names left for the 1 vote remaining.
You do understand how the rest of
Yeah,
this
if you guys can, I know you struggle with maths. Okay, Jeremy
I'm actually
McGovern,
pretty good at maths, to be honest.
Harris Andrews, Dane Rampy, Jordan Ridley.
I'll tell you what, there's some bloody good names.
Good
there.
names.
Great names.
So you got to pick one of these for 1 vote. I'm taking Gov out of it.
Sure.
I don't know why.
All right.
I just don't feel good about it. West
Delete.
Coast were disappointing. Gov was pretty good. Actually, it was really good.
Yeah.
So he's gone for mine.
Yep.
Like, you and I are just going to discuss this.
Yep,
And there's
okay.
actually no...
Was Jordan Ridley in there?
Jordan Ridley,
Yes.
Dane
Out.
Rampy. and-
Jordan Ridley,
Harris
out 'cause he
Andrews.
kicked the goal. I don't like
He
that.
did, but it was his first ever goal.
Yeah, but I don't like that. You're getting up
All right, we're
forward.
deleting
Get out
him.
of my-
So it's
get out of my
between
face.
Harris Andrews and Dane Rampy.
I already know who I want to give the 1
Dane
vote to.
Rampy.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was my favourite back. I said he was going to win.
Yeah.
So, look, it's not favouritism, but I also love him.
So
love
I
him.
don't. Well, I mean, it is favouritism. My best mate got 3. I obviously don't know the criteria for this, but from memory, when we were speaking last week, I was surprised Darcy Moore didn't get a mention.
No,
It was
didn't get it,
well,
unfortunately.
The
No, he didn't-
criteria
he didn't-
has obviously changed because
didn't
we
make
said
it.
last week it's just got to be 1 action.
Well, it could have been one
Could
action.
have been 1 action, which was a rundown tackle on Ollie Henry in the goal square, which was pretty cool.
It was awesome.
It's
But,
actually...
hey, he didn't get it.
It's actually
We'll
funny.
talk about that.
It's funny you bring that up.
Very.
Wow, okay.
Are we done with this?
Yeah,
3,
that's
2, 1?
3-2-1.
Yeah,
Yeah,
3-2-1.
Jack
Yeah.
Buckley is leading.
Let's
your
talk
BackChat.
about.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
leading.
Let him know.
Let him
Let him
know.
know,
I'll let him
please.
know.
Can you
Sure.
let him know and just get him to do a little shout out to BackChat? So thanks very much. It's a great honour to be leading at this stage.
Yeah, I'll get him
Yeah,
to send
video
it.
message would be great. We could share that.
Yeah, cool.
Brand new segment on BackChat. It's incredibly exciting.
If you've ever asked for a segue, I don't think I've ever heard one
Yeah.
before talking about that moment.
One of the better ones. Let's start it off with the sting that's been carefully and perfectly curated.
Oh God, yeah.
It's Swimply the best. Can I have that one?
Yeah, just one more time. Just for the people in the back.
It's Swimply the best.
So bad.
Very good.
It's so bad it's good because
It's excellent.
It's not quite the original lyrics of the song. In fact, what it says is, you're Swimply the best.
Swimply, but isn't the lyric
No,
simply?
don't do that. Now let's just talk about it. There's so many great things that are aligning on this podcast.
Yes.
The fact that you're in a rash vest is just outstanding because Swimply is the new sponsor of the segment. They join us on the podcast for the footy season in 2023. What's Swimply, you might ask, right?
I'm
Dan?
asking.
Dan?
I'm
John?
asking. What is Swimply?
Hamish? Swimply is
Swimply put.
the Airbnb for pools.
Brilliant.
Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
I hope I said that right.
Is it just like rent a pool?
Absolutely.
You can
You've got it
you can,
in one.
You can list a pool. You can rent a pool.
Like you would do with an Airbnb. If you've got a house that you're not really using or you've got a room that you're not really using, you can list your pool and people can come and swim in it.
So it's not. You're not staying at the house.
No. So, Pete, you can if you've got a pool, you got a spare pool, you got a pool out the back that you're not using, you put it on the platform, and then if you want to go to a pool, you can go to the pool, just like an Airbnb, but it's the pool.
Just for pools. So for
It's
me,
actually very good.
So for me,
Great idea.
I have a pool, right? We swam in it 40 times in summer.
Dan has a pool.
Right now,
Dan's
You're not going
rich.
to. Yeah.
right now, no one's using it.
Yeah.
But you know what? If someone wanted to come along and pay me some money to swim in my pool, and I put on the barbecue they can use the barbecue, they can use the towels, whatever, and they pay me for it, brilliant.
That is Swimply the best, actually.
Correct. So we present to you Swimply the best.
Yes.
It's a weekly segment, a weekly could be a leaky part of the show. If you
Very
get what I mean,
good.
hey?
Get it.
Swimply
Pissing
the
yourself.
best. We pick the 3 best moments from the round. Swimply the best ones. And you guys vote for the best moment of the round. And the winner of that, as an AFL player, gets not a lot, to be honest, but you can win things as the people that participate on socials for Swimply the best. Let's go through the segment. Let's go
Yes.
through the highlights.
Yeah.
And then just make sure you haven't tuned out, because I know you're sitting there going, okay, fine, Swimply, but
Yeah,
what
we
about
get it.
us? What do we get?
We're gonna
Just
tell you.
trust me, We've got a couple of things up our sleeves.
shit, yeah, we do.
Hamish doesn't know
I
what we're
don't know,
talking
but
about.
I'm here enjoying it. Just making
right.
sure my balls aren't out.
So have a look on socials tomorrow. We're going to do a post that basically gives you an option to vote on the 3 best moments of the round. We're going to do each round.
We just want the Swimply the best one.
Swimply the best one.
Yeah, of
okay.
course.
So moment number 1. Let's go from the top.
Sure.
Darcy Moore's tackle
Oh, shit,
in the
yeah.
goal square, saving a goal.
This is the segue.
What a segue.
What a
Yeah.
segue. So absolute easy goal, running in, gives a bit of a wink to the crowd.
Oh, yeah.
Darcy
Wasn't
Moore
he
goes,
getting ready
no,
to line
sir.
up a big torpedo into the
You know the above relevance, right? Like
Yes.
Ollie Henry was a
Previous Collingwood player.
and
yes.
kicked the goal and was giving it to the crowd.
Yes.
And then,
Crowd was giving it
shit,
to
yeah.
him. Yes, absolutely.
That was a big moment.
It was a big
to
moment.
be
All
honest.
right, let's
Massive moment. Gonna
let's
be hard
go-
to beat.
let's go to the next moment.
Next
Richmond v Carlton. Carlton's up by 6 points. Time is going down. Who else steps up? Tom Lynch. Goal scores a goal with about how long?
23,
17 seconds left. He scores a goal to even the scores. Sends it to a draw.
He's a clutch player, Tom.
That's clutch.
Absolute clutch.
It's a bit disappointing. It's a forward, but you got to respect it.
Hey, hate it or love it,
I
you
think
just
you
gotta
got to
respect
respect
it. No question.
So Tom Lynch, goal just before
Just
the
before the
siren.
siren, yep.
Would have been
Saved
nice
some
to
2
win it.
points.
Would have been an automatic winner if it had won it.
Oh, of course.
No
Yeah,
question
should
about
you?
that.
It's in the running with Darcy Moore now.
And the third option, possibly mark of the year in round 1.
Fine.
Harry
That's certain.
Himmelberg just skies over at the Adelaide Crows. Maybe is he 12 feet in the sky?
Stood on Riley O'Brien's shoulder. It was the biggest man on the field.
Mate, that was the biggest mark you'll ever see.
Enormous. And got the little lift off too.
Yep.
Shit, it was big.
We've actually been spoilt a little bit for Swim for the best moments.
Of course. So they're your top 3. Look out on socials tomorrow. There'll be a poll on Instagram. You can go and vote.
I don't even know how to win that. That's tough.
It's a tough one because
Right.
they all give various things. One's a very good highlight. One's a great backman moment and a very clutch goal.
Right. It couldn't even be a better start if I ever thought
Exactly.
of it. Right. So Swim for the best moments. They'll be on socials. Follow us on BackChat,
Yep.
BackChat _. Like I just said before, I know you've been listening along. What do we get? I know how this works, right?
That's what I've been asking myself.
We tell you things. You go, no worries. What do we
Cool,
get?
thanks.
Right. Well, haven't left you out at all.
Should we start with the pool owners?
So just remember what Swimply is. It's Airbnb for pools. You
Yes.
might not have heard of it.
It's new. It's very new. It's very cool.
But,
It's coming, it's coming.
but you have now.
Yes.
New pool owners. If you own a pool like Dan and are rich and are loaded
Yes.
and got heaps of money
Absolutely.
like Dan,
Yes.
you're about to get richer.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Cash money.
So this is genuine. If you list your pool in the next 10 days with Swimply,
Before April 1st, and it's not an April Fool's joke.
$200 cash. Cash money.
up.
Wait,
Shut up.
You just have to list your pool?
Cash money. Stop being a dickhead about it. You get cash. $200 cash. You list your pool.
Yep. You
Hey,
keep.
look. You didn't hear from me, right? We're here to support our sponsors.
Of
right?
course.
And you just list your pool.
Yeah, it's
Great.
pretty free money, isn't it?
If you don't want to accept any bookings, I'm just saying,
I mean,
Look,
I
you
wouldn't.
could do
I would not promote that whatsoever.
No. Because why wouldn't you? Because you could earn money
reckon you
while you
probably
accept
would just
bookings.
accept it.
All you have to do this in terms and conditions. I think you have to keep your listing up for 3 months and you get the $200 cash. Easy as that. Easiest $200 you've ever earned.
We've also got a code for BackChat users. So if you want to sign up as a user,
Mm-hmm.
BackChat 23, you get a free hour. Oh, you get a free hour at the pool.
Imagine
Come
all
to my
you get a
house.
free hour.
swimming you could
Swim
do.
in
You
my
can
pool.
go to Dan's house because it will be listed. I'm not joking. So if everyone would just sign up and we're going to book Dan's place out for the next 3 years. So that's it. Swimply the best. Let's finish off with the sting, please,
Oh
Damon.
my
I just want to hear it
God,
one
what
more
a
time.
great sting.
Swimply the best. In case you didn't know, that's us singing.
Very good.
Oh, yeah.
All
That's
right.
it. Swimply the best.
BackChat
Swimply the
bets.
best.
Let's move to BackChat bets.
Right.
Powered by BlueBet.
You need to leave. Thanks.
Right, mate, no worries.
It was nice knowing you,
Because
mate.
we are in AFL season now. No longer are we doing, not this week anyway, Hammer's Rogue bets. We will venture back into that area, but AFL's
started
back.
this year.
So let's get into some an AFL multi that we put on for this week.
Right, we wanted to keep it in-house, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we thought, what players have we started the year with? And it was pretty simple. Max Gawn's been on the podcast.
Yep.
He'll have over 20 touches. It's important to talk
20
about...
hit-outs. Yep.
Yeah. It's important to talk about where this bet started and then where it ended up.
Yes.
You wanted over 25 hit-outs for Gawn. I said, no.
I think, yep.
Bring
I
it
said-
back, 20.
Okay, yep. Let's win it.
How many do you have?
21.
So you would have lost, but I just brought it in.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
positive. Tick for Will. Tick for
Yeah.
us. Tick for
I lobbed it in.
Great. And then,
You hit it out.
You wanted Dixon 2 goals. I said, no. Just the one goal. This is Charlie Dixon. Great.
Was
You
on the
haven't listened to
podcast
that,
as well.
go and listen to it.
Yep.
You wanted 2 goals? I said, no. Just anytime goals.
Let's win it.
He kicked 3 goals, 3. So,
Yep.
and he was kicked a couple on the full. He was not kicking well, Charlie. But we only needed 1.
That's right.
Tick for both of us.
Ching.
Lockie Neal, you wanted 25 touches? I said, no. Bring it back. 20
it
plus. How many touches do you have?
20.
Right. So someone's excited over there. 20 touches.
Yep.
So that's another tick between us. You said Neil, I said 20.
Yep.
Great stuff. Ruben, you and me.
Yeah. Kendall Jenner.
You said 20 touches. I said, no.
Yep.
15 touches. This is
I
exactly how it went.
almost could have said 40. I was that excited about him.
I said, no, just 15. Give the kid a chance. First game. How many touches do you have?
15.
Right. So we were right on the money. Tick, 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 tick. 4 in a row. This is before the bet. I said, West Coast are winning, surely.
Of course.
I added that to the bet. Did not lose. Did not win.
Leg 5. Yep.
Did not win. They had a chance, but
No.
did not win. And then I said, Fremantle winning. Fremantle did not win. Had a chance, did not
Didn't
win.
win.
So I brought us into the green with us bringing us back, and then I took us straight to the fucking red
Yep.
with the stupid bet to Fremantle West Coast. I'm not betting. I'm not tipping. I'm not telling anyone who can win games. I don't know anything
Yeah, you
about
don't know
games.
anything.
So I apologise to betters. All I wanted to say was we were right around the area for BlueBet BackChat bets. We'll be better next week.
Yes, that's right.
We'll improve.
Couple of new exciting things we are bringing in. We're still waiting for that to be fully ironed out, but it's going to be more than just like possessions and goals and stuff. We've got a couple of really exciting things we're doing with the multis, and we'll announce that as it comes to fruition
That's
in
correct.
the next
Watch
week
us
or
on
so.
social, BackChat _. Ruben Jimby, we put a bet on for him for season bet to win the Rising Star. So that started well.
Yeah, brilliant.
You had 12 tackles, third most of all time of any debutant in the history of the game.
Yes.
Pretty sure that's a
Pretty
good
hard to
start.
come up against Cheezel.
Yeah, Cheezel had 34 touches in the same game, so it was a little bit hard. West Coast to play finals, we also put that bet on.
Yep.
Fremantle to be top 4, also put that bet on.
Yep.
Going well. And Nat Fyfe to lead the goal king for Freo. Awesome.
No.
He had 1 touch inside 50 on the weekend.
He'll come into his
really
own. He'll come into his own. I still feel confident about
I
it.
think we stay the course. We be confident.
That's right.
Everything's going to be all right.
Back ourselves in. We're showing we can do it.
Everything's going to be all right. All right, Hammer, we're done.
Hammer,
BlueBet,
can
BackChat
someone
bets.
let Hammer back in?
See you next week. Hammer's back. What's
Okay.
up, Hammer?
Just to reiterate, I know you've talked about it a little bit this episode. You don't know anything about tipping. The tipping competition is still up and going. And look, if we're the competition, I think I got 2 tips. You say you got 1 or one or
I
2?
would say there would be very minimal people in that competition that
You
got
could-
anywhere over 7.
You could honestly
Wow.
jump in now and have a good week next week,
I
and you'll
got
be
5.
I got 1.
Yeah, I think I got 2 only because of the draw, because they give you
They give
that
you the
point.
draw. Yeah, I got
I
5.
just have no idea. Clearly, none. I think the more you know, the less you know.
I went West Coast. That was wrong. I went Brisbane wrong. Geelong wrong.
I
Freo
went Sydney, which was right. The
Yeah, I
rest
went
I
Sydney.
lost.
Do you know what? I think I'm going to go less heart and just go favourites. Honestly, that seemed. I don't know.
Yeah, well, you're an idiot.
Well, no. Well, I mean, I would have done better than I did this week going with my
I'll
heart.
tell
Actually,
you what.
that's true.
Yeah, so tipping. If you're doing enter, you got to sign up as a Patreon.
Yep.
Fuck.
Patron.
Sign up as a patron on Patreon, which you can do via our socials, BackChat _. Click on the link, follow us there, or you can go backchatpodcast.com.au, contribute, and follow away there.
Exactly. We've had 1 captain on the Backchat guest episodes that we've done so far. Max Gorn.
well,
Very good
just this
episode.
year.
Just this year. Just this year.
Who else have we had? Luke Shuey.
Luke
Probably
Shuey.
had Luke Shuey. That'll be it.
That,
Current
that-
captains.
Oh,
Matt Pavlich.
Pav was a
Well,
captain.
Yeah,
Yep.
correct. Or David Mundy, we haven't had. Got the name captain. Anthony Koutafidis was captain.
Yep.
Dustin Fletcher, captain.
Probably.
Oh, could have been. He was there for 40 years.
Nah, wouldn't have been a captain.
Anyways, we've got another captain coming
Yeah,
up next
correct.
week. Sorry, this week. Alex Pearce, one of the
Big
newest
moose.
captains in the AFL. One of the best chats we've had. It was that good.
Liked it.
Really good.
Great.
Like, he's very thought out, had lots of good stories. Got me very excited about Fremantle this year. Regardless of what happened in round 1, I'm very excited about Fremantle.
Don't you love his mum? Is that this podcast? Is that this one? Yeah. Dan loves his mum.
Well, I'm sure she's a lovely woman.
Look, if you want to hear something funny, tune into Alex Pearce's interview and hear Dan attack Alex Pearce. He's locked and loaded with a question about Alex's mum. And it does not go well. No, it goes fine.
Goes absolutely fine. Anyway, that's Alex Pearce coming out tomorrow. Let's hear some emails.
You said it, we read it.
Was that us?
If it's
singing,
good.
bro?
No.
I think so, yeah. Pretty close to the Shrimply the best.
You send it, we might read it. Brought to you by Leadable Cameras. You know what goes on down there. All the gear, cameras, lighting, cords, everything we use for the podcast comes out of there. Picked out a couple of podcasts the last couple of weeks. Go down and get all their stuff down there.
Yep.
If you want to do that, you are listening, you want to start your own stuff, you can do it from home. Go and see Lydio down at Leadable Cameras. They will sort you out. Yes, this deal is still if Scully sent you $20 discount. You want to go down there and get some cash. You want to sign up to Swimply, get your $200 cash. You want to go down to Leadable Cameras, say Scully sent you,
Buy
get your
something,
buy a dollar
$5,
thing,
get $15
$19
back,
cash back. And
then you can bet on Lydio beating Dan in a fight and win even more money.
Leadable Cameras.
It's still happening at some point this year. Don't you worry about that.
Correct.
Yeah, we'll make that happen. Down at Leadable Cameras, rock up, buy tickets. It'll be good.
James Knowles sends one in.
Yeah, here we go. You send it, we might read it. Hello, fellas, and Dan. Very good. I may have missed this, but does BackChat intend on travelling to Adelaide for the gather round? I can guarantee Fremantle v Gold Coast at Norwood Oval will go off.
Wow.
If that doesn't convince you enough,
It didn't.
Dan owes us all of the Adelaide followers. Yes, you heard it right, Dan. Is indebted to all the Adelaide BackChat listeners out there. Remember that time BackChat went to Melbourne and Dan spent 6 hours sitting in Adelaide? Well, that was his chance to host Beers with BackChat.
We've flown to Melbourne. Dan's bought a ticket that goes through Adelaide. A transit flight from Perth. Who's ever done that?
Cheapest at the time because I wasn't earning any money while we put this podcast together.
Fair enough. What about that card, Dan, you dog?
All you had to do, Dan, was admit you cheaped out on flights, which I 100% I did. I wasn't ashamed of it. I was happy to do it. I explained my reasoning.
That's a great reason.
Stuck in Adelaide Airport for far too long, and we could have caught up for beers. Anyway, here's your opportunity to make it up to us, Dan. Secondly, how much money do I/the BackChat community need to donate to those legends playing cricket for 24 hours to see Dan Const and Hamish Brayshaw bowling over? One with Dan with his famous leg spin. I bet the kids can tally him up. And he sent through a video, which we can't play because of copyright, footage the world needs to see the price and make it happen from James.
So say the price, make it happen. I would love to see you bowl some leg spin and get carted out of the net.
If I wasn't going to a wedding that evening, I would be there.
Roll in. Steamroll in from the wedding.
Dan is concerned about
what wedding happens at 2 a.m.
It's a late one.
Is it a maybe?
Well, sober up and get yourself
All right, it's a maybe. I'll say that it's a maybe. I just don't want to commit and let the kids down.
That's true. That's disappointing. I've committed.
You're
so
letting
I'll
the
be
kids
there.
down by not being there.
Yeah, you are.
They haven't asked me to be there. And Hamish Brayshaw.
So, hang on a minute. I got a text from the bloke who. You keep patting. I'll get.
Okay. Yep. All right, that's from Harry Ryan. This next one's from Harry Ryan. We'll get to back to the cricket 24 hours in the nets. This is the subject is you send it, we read it, and all the email says
I've already got it.
Is 6-0.
6-0. So I assume that is to do with me saying that Fremantle would be 6-0 after
They're
6
currently
rounds.
0-1.
How's that going, Charlie? Pretty poorly, I reckon.
Yeah.
Didn't you say there was another email? There was an interesting one that.
Yes, I'll get that now while Hamish reads the text.
You've already got it. So Dan said they haven't asked for me to come down. Brad from the Kalamunda
Net 24.
Yep, he's with the Net 24 fundraiser. I reached out to him, or he reached out to me and said, are you coming down? I said, yeah, mate, I am. I sent him a video so we could promote it. And he replied to that. Do you think Dan will want to try to relive his bowling success against the boys for some content for BackChat?
Wow. I'd love to see it. No one's asked me why I'm not going. I'm in Victoria. I'm genuinely out of the state.
Yeah, you're out of the state. That's a great reason otherwise.
I would be out
But Dan, what time do weddings usually wrap up? Like sort of midnight-ish, buses leave. So go and get yourself a meat box or something. Have some water.
Look, I'll tell you what. Before this episode...
You're going to make him commit.
Before this episode aired, I was about a 35% yes. I'm probably 65 now.
Okay, well, before this episode airs, I will get Dan to pledge to be there. Not commit. Commit's different than a pledge. Pledge is like that's a full intention.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Isn't it one of your 10 rules of being a man that likes do what you say?
Nah, I don't think that's in there, but it's and it's 11 rules. Okay. But also, I'll just get Dan to commit to coming. Okay. In the next 10 minutes.
Pledge. All right, here we go. This one's from Lenny Hoffman. Hi, legends and Dan. My football club has suffered a ginormous exodus. Recently, we've won 5 grand finals in a row and then finishing third in the last 2 years. However, after all of this success, our club has lost 13 A-graders over the off-season. Wow. Suddenly, I've turned into the centre-half forward when I really should be playing centre-half bench. Good. I've realised that the club needs to develop a new culture. So I was wondering, how do I run a fines meeting? Warmest of regards, Len. This is for you, Scully. You were fines master at West Coast.
Hammers
It's right up the wheelhouse.
turned his talents to that area as well. Hammers
So
a fines master.
brilliant. So Lenny wants to run a fines session. Can you give him 2 or 3 pointers to kick it off with?
I'll give you a couple and then you can come in.
Go for it.
So an anonymous box of fines is always a good thing. People don't want to feel awkward about calling people out. You want to snitch, basically, like the West has just revealed to be alongside Hamish Brayshaw.
I don't know who that is.
You need a snitch box. So you want to dob down him for wearing his rashy down at the pool. You don't even have to. You don't have to look down in the eye. You have to fines master in the eye. Put it in. It's a locked box. Doesn't come out till fines time. That's one.
You know what? It reminds me of sex education in year 4. when they're like, if you've got a question but you're too embarrassed to ask, write it down in a box and we'll read it out anonymously.
Penis.
Number two, you throw me a little bit there, Dan. What the fuck are you thinking about that for, mate?
bizarre.
You're such a weirdo.
Isn't he? Maybe you shouldn't come down to
Fines
the
box.
young kids.
Fines box number 1.
Yeah, number
Number
two
two.
is, as fines master, you hold all rights to completely make up shit about your teammates.
Yep.
The best fines are the fully committed,
Lies.
completely made up lies that
Yep.
you make into truths. And the more you go with them and the worse they get, the better they get. That's my advice. And no better, like I still remember fines about some blokes that was just so, you pick the goody two-shoes, the Dan Const of the group, and you say some not nice things about what he'd been doing on the weekend.
Story
and
of my
it'll
life.
Bring the house, bring the absolute house down.
Right.
That's the sort of vibe you need to go for, and
Very
that gets
good.
buy-in.
That does get great buy-in. What I also think is not a bad one to add on top of your fines is, well, obviously because they're all worth money, you can have a little game or something at the end of it that can either be a buyout or it doubles the pay, or it adds a different sort of stipulation in there. It can be a dice roll. It can be something of that nature. So if you roll a 5, you get to pass your fine money on to someone else. If you roll a 6, you get to double it. You got to double it and pay again. If you roll a 4, it's a roll again. There's all these different things you can do.
So you can choose to go to the die if you don't
Choose your
want
own
to.
adventure, yeah.
You can
Yeah,
choose, you
love
can
that.
take your money, or you can risk it and roll the dice. So there's little things that you can do to add, and that just adds another element to it. I think also if you can get the boys on board to send funny videos or send videos in or take screenshots.
Digital
content's always
and
a winner.
use your audience.
Yep, use your audience, digital content, get a PowerPoint going. It's
stressful. I've got to be honest.
well, you got to
being
prepare.
Fines master.
You have to prepare.
I'd rather play at fullback in a grand final than be a fines master regular. It's bloody hard. It's hard work.
You got to have real dedication to prepare.
Football career went down for Scully as my fine mastery ability went up. Time spent on it. Anyway, I mean, it's a great segue. There's segues all over the place. It's fine, Stan.
It's fine,
Don't
Stan.
look at me like that.
We don't have a sting for it. We should make one. I was waiting for the next sentence, and you just never said anything.
'Cause you're
we
the
got
host,
so
mate.
many fines.
You are
Remember
the
that?
host.
That's why you're a rash
We got
fest.
so
You're the
many
host of
fines.
BackChat.
We had to actually cull them down. That's how many we had. And we have a new way to submit them, of course. backchatpodcast.com.au/fines. You go on there, hit record on your phone, send it in straight away. Put in
have
your
the
name,
gavel?
please, because we love the names. Do we
The
have the
gavel's
gavel?
over there somewhere.
I'll go and grab the
You can
gavel.
go. While Hamish is getting the gavel, I think there's a couple of almost unspoken rules, and people are starting to get it. I do have a feeling that one of those is
Yeah, we don't
very
even need to
prevalent.
say that.
If you can say your name as well, or
Yeah.
if you go with something that maybe
Yeah. We're going to fine everybody $1 that doesn't mention their name in their fines from here.
But if you know, you know. What
Yeah,
else
if
you
you
need
know,
to
you
do?
know.
I think you know, you
you
know.
know, you know.
And I'm
I hope
hoping-
they know.
I hope
Oh,
they
okay.
know.
Oh, okay. All right, let's kick it off. Let's go to that
They
first
know
one.
who Charlie reckons.
All right, here we go.
G'day, legends and Dan. It's your mate Duncan McCockiner here. Just wanted to send a fine to my beloved Sydney Swans for following in the footsteps of the weak Western Bulldogs and having a full team jumper presentation. The whole 40, 50-man squad stood in the members' stand at the SCG holding up their jumpers. Some of you blokes are 200-game veterans. It's not good enough.
Fair enough. Well done, Duncan.
Look, the delivery, big tick.
Brilliant.
The name, big
Big
tick.
tick.
The start, big tick.
tick.
That
If
is
you know,
what
you know.
a fine
Yeah.
is. That is what
Well
a fine
done,
is.
Duncan.
That's how it's, it isn't good enough.
No,
At
that's
all.
shit house.
It
No
isn't
question.
good enough. You can't have Dane Rampy getting up there and get his fucking jumper. Seriously.
the guy-
Buddy
That's
Franklin. He's 1,000 goals, played 300
Can we get
games.
some footage of Buddy Franklin getting his
Holy-
jumper presented?
Shaking
Shaking
horse's
hands.
hand, being like, "Hey mate, nice to see you again for the 15th year in a
Thanks for the
row." or whatever the hell it
opportunity.
is.
All right, let's go to the
Good
next
work, Duncan.
G'day, Roosters and Dan. It's Freddie here from the lead singer of your favourite band, Freddie Foreskin and the Peelbacks. Just got a $5 fine for everyone at Channel 7 who decided not to proofread Brett Kirk's monologue inside of the Essendon change rooms about 11 years ago. They single-handedly derailed the great man's media career.
Yep.
Illustrious Swans captain,
Yes.
big leader in the Bloods culture.
Yes.
One could only imagine the insights he'd have into footy. He's a unique individual, and they've absolutely flamed him by letting him go out with what he came out with. Now the poor bloke's gone from possibly being on the media, Saturday afternoon team, to now being on the Saturday afternoon team, running messages for a bunch of young guns in his spots. Poor bloke could have been one of the all-time greats. At least horses proofreading the messages he's sending them out with, eh? Love your stuff, boys. Thanks. Channel 7, $5, better pay it up.
That's very good, Freddie.
Right.
Freddie, elite level there.
Holy shit.
Giving us an insight to
the peelbacks.
I'm taking my hat off. I'm sweating here now. This is bloody
We
funny.
haven't actually gone at Channel 7 for that. We've always gone at Brett Kirk.
It's a bloody good point.
It's a tremendous.
But it's a very good
He
point.
clearly has no idea.
He's no idea what he's doing.
doing.
No, it's not his
What
fault.
They've said to him, mate, we need you to write a monologue, mate.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Do you want me to show you what I got? No, just go live.
Welcome to the media. I'm sure you know how it's done. Here's free reign to do whatever you want.
For 40 seconds as well.
That's a
Yeah,
Freddie.
very good
Who's
point,
not-
Freddie.
I'd be dumping that about 10 seconds in. Just hitting the dump button.
Dump.
Yeah.
I reckon, mate. I honestly reckon they're very often pre-recorded those things.
Yeah.
Like, I have a bit of insight. Not everything's live when they think it's live.
Someone's watched the record and think,
Brilliant.
Kirky, you have fucking hit the nail on the head, son.
All right. Very good,
That's what
Freddie.
we're
Thank you
looking
for that.
for.
Let's go to the next one from Charlie.
Hey guys, it's Keely. Personal fine, just a couple of dollars. I'm currently sitting here very stressed. I'm in Brisbane, and within the last 48 hours I've decided and also followed through on making the move to Melbourne. So I'll be packing up my whole life in Brisbane and moving to Melbourne within about 2 or 3 weeks. And although that's exciting, I have really done myself a dirty by not leaving any spare time. So I figured instead of being stressed about the lack of spare time, why not send myself a fine? So $2. Hopefully I can sort my shit out and catch some more footy games this year than the one that I get to see per year in Brisbane. Loving the pod. Keep it up. Hopefully I can save a few episodes for the drive down.
Yeah, Keely, you've had a bloody mare, haven't you?
Haven't you?
Last minute.
Well, cop that, and apologies for Dan for butchering your name and calling you Charlie.
You don't need to. You don't even need to say the names because they should say their own. If they don't say their own, it's
That
their own
is
fault.
true.
You can just say
Yep.
next fine, please.
Next thing, I'll wait for Damon to hit the right button. All right, let's go to the next one.
Or cop that.
$3 fine to my mate Henry Cook for being genuinely the worst paddle tennis player I've ever seen in my life. Was strutting around rayballed paddle tennis like a genuine pelican and was an embarrassment to play with. Do better.
Pelican.
The bitterness in his voice is very good.
Yep. I
Look,
like
no
that.
name. I didn't
No
like the no
name.
name.
No, that's
I
all
don't
right.
like
That's
the
all
no
right.
name.
We got
It's a
another.
dollar fine.
We've got plenty more.
Fuck. Afternoon, gentlemen. Just like to fine my parents $4.20 for being fucking stoned out of the head all the time and naming me Russell Forrest, you fucking idiot.
That's it.
It was like he forgot.
Just
Recording.
filthy with it. That's very good.
Oh, fuck.
Russell Forrest, is that right?
Apparently.
What's wrong with that?
Oh, boys, $20. His
20
parents.
bucks.
To the forest. To the forest.
420.
Mr. and Mrs. Forrest.
Oh, shit.
Oh, it was $4.20, was it?
Yeah, it was
Makes
420
sense.
for being stoned out of their head and calling him Russell.
We'll give you $4.20. Very good.
G'day, fellas. Mrs. Green here. Mrs. Teresa Green. Just thought I'd find 10 cents for every time Hammer has said, "oh, shit, yeah," in this pod. Not because I don't love it, just because it's probably going to be really annoying for the person that has to go back and count. Quick shout out to Scully, too, for that absolutely senselessly arrogant run down the middle of the guts in the granny
Yep.
that set up the Sheeter goal.
What was that?
We wouldn't have got a flag without you, mate. Love you. Ah, shit, yeah.
Yeah, I like it. Oh, shit, yeah.
Teresa
Teresa
Green,
Green.
very,
Yeah.
Dan
family
really
friendly.
Liked the name.
Love
Like,
it.
you were
Brilliant.
Like, you were like, yes. 'cause clever.
PG rated.
Clever.
Brilliant.
How's the Rash Fest going?
So hot. I can't wait for this to end. All right, let's go again.
gentlemen, and Dan. Jack Mehoff here.
He's back.
Hammer, this one's for you, mate.
Fair enough.
Fine for having to go down to a charity event and bowl gas at infant children to make yourself feel better for the little ego boost. But I'd also like to directly credit you the value of the fine for actually doing something good with your time and raising some money for charity instead of spending it all drinking fucked amounts of piss on the weekend. So, well done, mate. Have a good one, boys.
I can't argue
Well
with
done,
that.
mate.
Yeah.
All right, last
So
one.
what's happened there? Is that net nothing? Net zero?
Yeah.
I think that's a net zero.
Would you
but-
like to contribute
Yeah,
a dollar?
I'll give you what? Hang on a minute. I'll give you $13, which I think is what vodka lemonade was setting me back. There you go.
Very good.
G'day, legends and Dan. It's your good friend Pierre Pants here. Just wanted to send a big fine, $4.90, to every gutless dog that tipped the North Melbourne Kangaroos against the West Coast Eagles in the BackChat tipping comp. 49 of them. I counted them up myself. 49 of them. So $4.90 for all those gutless dogs. Love your work, boys.
Oh, that's the best ever.
Pierre.
Gutless dogs, and he's done the research. And it was Pierre, I believe.
Oh, Pierre Pants.
Thank you, Pierre. I will say as well, like I do like the and Dan joke, but you don't need to emphasise it. Like,
I think
I would say.
and hey, and Dan.
the more
if you
emphasis, the
know.
better.
If there can be a word for more emphasis, that'd be empathetic. No,
No,
that's
completely wrong.
Emphasise it.
Butchered it.
Emphasise it.
Emphasise it as much as humanly possible.
Please
Big
highlight
pause.
it.
Okay, you want a big pause? Let's do it. All right. It's very hot. We're going to finish this up. Before we finish
Why
up,
is it so hot? Why?
because we haven't turned the air conditioning on. All right, we got VIP codes for all of the following things on Patreon. All of our sponsors and supporters:
Yes.
Whippersnapper
Listen
Whisky,
up, listen up.
Margaret River Roasting Co., BlueBet, Shelter Brewing Co., Leadable Cameras, and give us a sting again one more time, please, if you can, sir.
Yeah, just to say, you just wait because it's worth.
Swimply the best.
That's right, Swimply, our new segment partner for that brilliant little spot of the show.
So sign up. Use BackChat23 when you sign up. You get some free money.
Yep.
If you sign your pool up, you get $200 cash. You've already heard that. I don't know how much.
wouldn't you?
And bet on socials. Vote on socials. We're gonna have Swimply the best competition. Vote, and we will pick one voteur for a $200 voucher. We've got a $200 voucher to give away as well.
That's crazy.
So if you sign up your pool and win that, you get $400.
And you sign up
Basically.
an account, you get $430, I
Yeah.
believe.
Shut up.
Are we just
Take
making
my
people money here?
What the
Swimply
hell?
is.
Swimply,
Thanks,
absolutely. Thanks for coming. Socials, BackChat _. Email us, hello@backchatpodcast.com.au. That website is where you can submit your fines, find everything you need to know, Patreon as well. And we got some merch coming. There's a pre-order that's gone up. Have a look.
Oh, there's a merch pre-order.
There's a merch pre-order.
We let them. So we haven't spoken about this.
Nah, because
Well, there's a merch pre-order.
there's a merch pre-order. Yep,
Yeah,
absolutely.
so if you want to know the details, you better sign up as a patron. Don't know. That's all I've got to say.
Yep, very good. And we're going to have one
Go
more
have a
little...
look.
Yeah, have...
Yeah.
we're going to have one more little extra bit for patrons
Okay.
after this.
Great.